Hello all, welcome to video lectures of SSMRV College and ISR initiative. SSMRV College, one of the premier institutes run by the prestigious RV group of institution, has come up with a unique initiative to engage students at the time of this unforeseen medical emergency caused by corona outbreak. As a socially responsible institution, we would like to connect academically with students to make good the losses caused. In this connection, I, Pavana R. Kulkarni of Department of Business Administration, has posted a video on the subject Corporate Accounting and Reporting and the topic Company Final Accounts Part 1. Please watch the video till end and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Today, I would like to discuss the last unit in corporate accounting and reporting, that is company final accounts. So it is a vast unit because you need to prepare P&L account and balance sheet according to Schedule 3 of the Companies Act. So it involves many steps. So I will do this video lecture part by part. Today, I will give only the introduction about the preparation of profit and loss, statement of profit and loss according to Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. So, before that, first let us understand what is the meaning of final accounts. So, normally the final accounts of the company includes profit and loss account statement and the balance sheet. So we will prepare balance sheet to know the financial position of the company, and P&L account will be prepared to understand the profitability, that is whether the company has earned profit or loss. For that purpose we will prepare P&L account. Here in this company final accounts, the balance sheet should be prepared according to Schedule 3 Part 1. According to Schedule 3 Part 1, the balance sheet must be prepared. And according to Schedule 3 Part 2, statement of profit and loss must be prepared. And it should be stated as statement of profit and loss, but not as profit and loss account. Understood? As I told you, I will be teaching you to prepare P&L statement today. So let us understand what are the important steps and important components that we have to bear in our mind before preparation of statement of profit and loss. It should be prepared in a vertical format. That is the first thing. Like how you used to prepare P&L statement in comparative P&L statement and common size P&L statement. We used to prepare P&L in a vertical format. In the same way also in company final accounts, the statement of profit and loss should be prepared in a vertical format. And it contains two parts, as you already know. The first half part is income part, the next half part is expenses part, expenditure part. In the first income part, we will be recording revenue from operations and other income. So bear in your mind, under income part, only two items we will record. That is revenue from operations, one thing, and second thing is other income. If we add all these two items, we will get total income. After getting total income, next we will enter the expenses. The expenses should be entered in a order. The first item should be cost of materials consumed. Here raw materials, stock, everything will be coming under cost of materials consumed. After entering cost of materials, we will record second main head employee benefit expenses, and the third one is finance cost, fourth one is depreciation and amortization, and last one is other expenses. If we add all these above expenses, we will get total expenses. We have to deduct total expenses from total income. So the answer will be treated as the profit before tax. The tax given in the problem must be deducted from profit before tax, then you will get the final answer that will be called as profit after tax. So what are all the items coming under the above heads will be discussed in the next slide. Now let us discuss the items under which head we have to record in profit and loss statement. The first head under income is revenue from operations. Below that, you will be recording these items given in the problem like sale of product, sale of services, other operational income, commission received. All these four items which are regular in nature, which are routine income to the company, they will be recorded under the head revenue from operations. Next head on the income side is other income. So apart from routine income, what are all the incomes that are there in the given problem, that should be recorded below the head other income. Say for example, interest income, dividend income, sale of investment, other non-operating incomes which are not regular in nature. So these irregular income must be recorded under the head other income. So only two heads will come on the income side. So first one is revenue from operations and the second one is other income, below which you will be recording the given items in this order. After completing the income part, next we will start entering expenses. The first head under the expenses is cost of materials consumed. Under this head, you will be recording direct expenses like purchase of stock in trade, change in inventories of finished goods, work in progress and stock in trade. These items, if you find any of these items in the problem, they must be recorded under the head cost of materials consumed. The next head on the expenses side is employee benefit expenses, below which you will be entering the benefits given to employees by the organization like salaries, wages, contribution to provident fund, expenses on employee stock option scheme, employee stock purchase plan, staff welfare expenses, expense and loss on sale of investment. All the expenses given in the problem which are relating to employees, they must be recorded under the head employee benefit expenses on the expenditure side of statement of P&L. So the next head under the expenses is finance cost. The expenditure relating to raising the finance like interest expenses, other borrowing cost, loss on foreign currency transactions, these items you will be recording under the head finance cost. Okay, after the next head on the expense is depreciation and amortization. So any expenses on fixed asset given, any depreciation on fixed asset given will be recorded under this head. The last one is other expenses. All the expenses like advertising, insurance, preliminary expenses, bad debts, discount, printing and stationery, etc. will be recorded below the head other expenses. So these are the heads coming under the expenses, below which you will be recording the mentioned items. So this format should be followed in preparation of statement of profit and loss. As I told you, the first half part is income, the next half part is expenses. Under the head income, so revenue from operations, look at the format given. There are three columns: particulars, note number, amount. The note number will start from 11, 12, 13, 14. So the employee benefit expense, you have to prepare these notes. So the notes must be named as note 11 for recording employee benefit expenses, note 12 for finance cost, note 13 for depreciation and amortization, note 14 for other expenses. Only for these items the notes must be prepared, but for the remaining items there is no need to prepare any notes. So I will teach you how to prepare notes and how to solve the problem by following this format. Please copy this format. According to this format only you have to solve the problem, that is statement of profit and loss. We will discuss the preparation of statement of profit and loss with the help of one simple problem. So this is one simple problem based on profit and loss statement. So they have asked us to prepare statement of profit and loss from the following. They have given revenue from operations 98,000, other income 2,000, advertising 5,250, salaries, depreciation, insurance, interest on debenture, preliminary expenses written off, bad debts, discount, printing and stationery, cost of materials consumed. Now we have to divide these given items into incomes and expenses, and we have to identify under which head we have to record the specific items given in the problem. So revenue from operation, we will record it on the income side, revenue from operation. Other income also we will record it on the income side, other income. Advertising, we will record it in other expenses. Salaries, as it is relating to employees, it should be recorded under employee benefit expenses. Depreciation should be recorded under the head depreciation and amortization. Insurance should be recorded under the head other income. Interest on debentures should be under other income. So preliminary expenses, written off, bad debts, so these all items will be coming under the head other expenses. Cost of materials consumed must be recorded under the this one, under the first before employee benefit expenses, that is where we record direct expenses, cost of materials consumed. Before employee benefit expenses, on the expenses side we have to enter the cost of materials consumed. So I will take the solution part. Please copy this problem in your book. Next you will understand how it has been solved. So this is the solution part for the above problem. You have to mention the heading as statement of profit and loss for the year ending 31st March 2019. So you have to stick on to the format given and you should prepare the P&L statement. The first item is revenue from operation. It was given in the problem directly as revenue from operation 98,000, that we will enter it here. Other income also they have directly given in the problem, other income rupees 2,000, that you have to enter below revenue from operation. If you add these two items you will get total revenue 98,000 plus 2,000, you will get 1 lakh, that is nothing but total revenue. Next you have to enter the expenses. The first one is cost of materials consumed. It is directly given in the problem 25,000, and the next one from here the notes will start. So for employee benefit expenses you have to prepare a note. That note preparation I will teach you in the next slide. So employee benefit expenses is note number 11, below which you will be recording salaries. Salaries is 1,000. They have given in the problem. No, not the salary is 1,000. It involves transfer to provident fund, anything given in the problem. So here so below this one employee benefit expenses you will be recording the salaries. And the next is note number 12. it is finance cost. So interest on debenture they have given in the problem, that you will record under the head finance cost, note number 12. So any amount spent on raising funds for the company should be recorded below the head finance cost. The next is note 13, depreciation and amortization. They have given depreciation directly in the problem 2800, so you will record it under the head depreciation and amortization expenses. And the last head on the expenses is other expenses, note number 14, below which you will be entering items like preliminary expenses, advertising, insurance, bad debts, discount, printing and stationery. All these items amount you will add it up and you will show it under the head other expenses, note 14. So it is totally 9250. This 9250 amount involves preliminary expenses written off, advertising expenses, insurance, bad debts, discount, printing and stationery. All these items if you add, you will get 9250. Now total all the expenses from 25,000 to 9,250 are the expenses part. Add all these, you will get 65,050. It is total expenses. Now deduct 65,050 from 1 lakh. That is nothing but total revenue minus total expenses. You will get profit before tax. 1 lakh minus 65,050, you will get 34,950, which is called as profit before tax. From this deduct tax. Even though if they have not given tax in the problem, then you have to mention it as nil. Compulsorily you have to mention it as nil. So there is nothing to deduct from 34,950. The same 34,950 is considered as profit after tax. So according to this format only, you have to prepare the statement of profit and loss. So the only thing is the notes preparation part. In the next slide, I will teach you how to prepare the notes like note number 11, 12, 13, 14. Here I will teach you how to prepare notes for the P&L statement. Note number 11 is employee benefit expenses, below which you will be recording items like salaries, contribution to provident fund, etc. Any monetary benefits given to employees must be recorded under this note number 11. We have only one item to be recorded in this problem, that is salaries, 27,000. So note number 11 total is only 27,000. Note 12 is finance cost. Under this note 12, all the items like what are all the amount we spend in order to raise the funds for the company will be mentioned under note 12. Here we have only one item, that is interest on debenture. So it is 1,000. So note 12 total is 1,000 only. Note 13 is depreciation and amortization. Below this head, you will be entering the depreciation charge, depreciation given in the problem. We have 2,800 as depreciation in this problem, that we will show it here. So note 13 total is 2,800. The last note 14, you will be recording all other expenses. What are all the expenses which we cannot show under note 11, 12, 13, we will show all those expenses under note 14. So we have preliminary expenses written off, advertising, insurance, bad debts, discount, printing and stationery. All these items should be shown under other expenses, note 14. If you add all these items, you will get 9,250. That should be shown in the P&L statement under the head other expenses, note 14. The total amount of, that is 9,250, should be shown there. So this is all about preparation of statement of profit and loss, so which will be asked for section B in your final exam. It is a definite question which will come for section B. So please solve the problem according to the format, and if you have any doubts you can contact me. So thank you for watching till end. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you all.